So you're wanting to drop your 5K time? Well, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to share with you my 5 ultimate tips that have helped me drop my 5K time down from 27 minutes to 15 minutes and 19 seconds. These tips are applicable to everyone, whether you're looking to run your first 5K, break 30, 25, 20, or even break a world record. They've also helped me make videos like this, winning a park run, and like this, getting a 5K PB last summer. So sit back, relax, and let's get on with the show. The first tip I'm going to give you, and this is one of my favorites, and it's adding hills into your weekly training. So there are 2 types of hill sessions that I do and that many others do. There's the one where you do the shorter, sharper hill reps, and these tend to be 10 to 15 seconds, and you'll tend to do around 8 to 10 of these with 45 seconds of rest. And these are done at 90 to 95% of your maximum speed. Then there's the second type of hill reps that I also do. These are the slower, longer, building hill reps, and these tend to be done over 1 or 2 kilometers or 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. And these are done at a lot slower pace, but the benefits are very similar. So what are these benefits and the science behind running the hills? So first of all, it will help you to use your arms more. Now that sounds ridiculously simple, but there is actually an awful lot of benefit to using your arms more than what you currently do. So by using your arms, your overall running economy improves. When your running economy improves, you're going to use less energy running at faster speeds than if you weren't to use your arms. You'll then use your arms just that little bit more on the flat, and your running economy will improve, and you'll be able to run faster over that 5K distance. Now, running economy isn't the only thing that improves when you're running the hills. Running up the hills also exaggerates the muscle movements in your glutes and in your hamstrings, 2 really, really important muscle groups when running fast. These muscles will become more fatigue resistant when running up these hills. So by the time you come on the flat surface, it will be a lot easier, and the time to fatigue will increase when you're running on the flatter surface, thus making running faster and longer easier, and your times should decrease. So the second tip I'm going to give you, and this is equally as important as the first one, and this is working on that top end speed as a 5K runner. Now when you race a 5K distance, hopefully you will have a goal pace in mind. Now that should feel uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable. These top end speed sessions that I'm going to put on the screen now, they're all designed for you to run way faster than that race pace or that goal 5K pace. By doing this, you will hopefully feel far more comfortable come race day running at your race pace. If you're comfortable running at a faster pace, that race pace should feel bedded in and a lot more easier with a lower heart rate. During speed sessions, you will maximally activate your slow twitch fibers. This will increase your aerobic capacity. Your aerobic capacity is the amount of oxygen that you can utilize in any given period during exercise. The higher the aerobic capacity, the more oxygen you can deliver successfully to those working muscles. As you all know, the working muscles during exercise demand that level of oxygen. It's what gives them that ability to run faster and to run longer. So by improving our aerobic capacity through speed sessions, we're improving our aerobic capacity, which will decrease our 5K time. So how many times a week should you be doing these sessions? Now, I think you should be doing these sessions at least once a week, but no more than twice a week. If we start doing it more than twice a week, we're not recovering enough in between, and it takes away what point number 3 is going to be. So the third tip I'm going to give you is running easier. Now that might sound absolutely ridiculous because I've just told you to run faster, but actually the easy running needs to be supplemented with your faster running. So I follow a principle called the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time I am running very easily and very slow. 20% of the time I'm running at that top end speed, what we've just spoke about in the second point. So the science behind the easy running is that the training will boost your athletic performance on the cellular level. It will improve your ability to utilize fat and effectively clear lactate. This will ultimately allow you to train longer and to get stronger and faster. So there are so many different science scientific benefits of running slower but for longer. But also what it really does that I find so fascinating is you get these massive physiological benefits without the physiological and mental stress of fatigue. You can train slower at lower intensities day to day, but you haven't got to worry about damaging those cells and the muscles and the bones in your body. Because you're running at that lower intensity, the stress and impact isn't there on your body. So if you can build this up over a period of time and slowly increase in a safe way, you'll see some huge physiological benefits. If you just Google or YouTube Zone 2 training, there are all the explanations you can get for this type of training. But keeping your running simple with 80% of your volume being done at this conversational, easy, Zone 2, whatever you want to call it, pace, and 20% of it at a really fast, higher intensity. If you keep to these principles, your 5K time will be coming way down. So the fourth tip I'm going to give you is actually something that I've not really seen an awful lot on YouTube, and that is running on grass. So why would I say run on grass? Well, the body takes a huge amount of pounding by running on concrete. Yes, you can run faster, and yes, it feels smoother and easier. But over a period of time, the muscles in your body do take some hammering from the pavements. The soft nature of the grass means that the level of impact on your body is reduced, making it a fairly kind surface to your muscle bones and joints. So the surfaces will also engage those slightly smaller muscles in your feet, ankles, legs and hips that often are taken for granted when running on the pavement. So if you're someone that does struggle with injuries, then I would suggest using grass a little bit more than what you currently do. It's a lot kinder on our body, and when we are looking to increase intensity or volume, it will just help you to do so in a safer way. I think also running on grass is actually a really nice change up from running on the roads. It can be safer from traffic, also provide you with a slightly different stimulus and a different viewpoint. So the fifth and final tip I'm going to give you is the most exciting but most challenging tip of them all, and that is to do either an 800 meter or a 1500 meter time trial. Now you're probably thinking, why on earth would I want to do that? So by running 800 meters or 1500 meters, you are working as hard as you possibly can over a shorter period of time. And like the point I made earlier about running fast is extremely important. If you do know when your 5K race is, try and do an 800 meter or a 1500 meter time trial. The benefits are unbelievable. You will build up so much lactate in your legs, but it will also push your lactate threshold, that intensity that you can run up that little bit higher. It would be great to do it in a race, but it doesn't matter where you do it. Just make sure it's in a safe environment and give yourself that all-out 800 meter or 1500 meter time trial. A time trial allows you to psychologically get up for a race distance that isn't necessarily your A goal. There are neuromuscular benefits as well as running economy and aerobic capacity benefits. We're maximally activating those slow twitch fibers again, which of course we know we need in that 5K distance. It will also allow you in that 5K race, when you come to it, when you start to build up that lactate acid, your body would have been through this process before and there will be no panic whatsoever. You are used to it, you're aware of how your body reacts to lactate acids, and it doesn't become a shock to you. Also, towards the end of a 5K distance, you may need to be putting in a faster effort to get you to your goal 5K time. So by doing this beforehand, it will give you that experience of being able to run fast with those legs that are on fire. So there we go guys, those are my 5K tips and I hope you enjoyed them today. A lot of what I've said is already out there, but I've put it together in my video just so you've got it. If you have any more tips yourself, please share them with me in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video today and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Right on time for the parties and Barbies. Strolling with a chunk of green like a golf swing. Hey, hey, hey.